Hey Divine Ones, I have a feeling that I didn't have any sound before, so I'm going to jump right into what I was saying, which is I am witnessing so many epic women like yourself getting on the phone with me, and you are falling down into a big dark hole, and what's going on is a whole lot of hope and no deliberate action. And this is costing you your soulmate relationship, and it's costing you your fertility, and it's costing you a future of thriving, right? And you're looking at someone who was also living in a shitload of hope that was actually costing me everything. I, for years, was just doing the bare minimum. I had my head in about 6 different self-help books. Hey, Andrea. I was going off to workshops. I was writing my affirmations. I had my vision boards. I really thought I was doing everything that I needed to do to attract in my man. But the truth is that I was intellectually doing self-development. I was not dealing with my heart. I was not dealing with my fear of loss, the fear of men leaving me because of a wound I had as a little girl with my father dying at a young age. I wasn't dealing with my unworthiness. I wasn't dealing with myself, right? I wasn't loving me and in deep appreciation of the amazing woman that I am. I was in major people pleasing, and I had gone into this rabbit hole of hope, convincing myself that everything was just going to work out. Like, legit, I would tell people that. Like, if anyone asked, I'm like, oh no, my man's coming in, it's all happening. And I just was going from one year to the next, living in this illusion that he was just going to come into my life, he was the missing piece, and everything was just going to work out. I was like, thanks, universe. No. And so many of you are so fucking brilliant and so intelligent on the one hand, but when it comes to your heart space, you're being too intelligent for your own good. You're not doing anything to shift the relationship with your heart or to deal with your deep abandonment wounds that have been buried and buried and buried because it's actually too confronting to deal with. Many of you are numb from the heart down. You haven't dealt with the fact that maybe your parents fought a lot and it had a big impact on how you feel about love. And for many of you in here, you don't feel like love is safe. You don't ever even feel like a guy's going to hang around for you. And you certainly don't know how to take up space and to allow love in so that you can be the chosen one. And I can say that with utter certainty and conviction because I speak to women like you every single day, right? Hey, gorgeous Kate. And here's the deal. Stop being intelligent, like too smart for your own good. I don't care if you have done Harvard or you are the brightest person on the planet with a CV that fucking kicks ass. It's so irrelevant. And you are putting your fertility on the line. You are putting a beautiful future on the line because you keep eating the same shit for breakfast, telling yourself that what you're doing is enough, right? You're seeing the same therapist and not actually getting the breakthroughs, or you're just dabbling with the odd self-help book and thinking that that's the work. And I say this from a place of passion, not to knock you over the head, but at the same token, I want to knock you over the head to wake you up because your future belongs to you. And honestly, you're not going to attract in your soulmate if you keep doing the same thing. And if you're not stepping up in your life and you're not in a career that you fucking love and you're not got friendships that you love and you're not deeply, madly in love with your soul, how on earth do you expect to attract that caliber of relationship in? It's simply not going to happen. Many of you are so in here, in your headspace, trying to figure it all out, wanting to know the outcome up front. Is this guy going to be a good husband? Is this guy going to stick around? Darling, please look at the road. Don't do that. And you want to have all the evidence up front, and love doesn't work like that. In love, you've got to be able to take a risk. You've got to be able to trust your heart. And most of all, you've got to be able to trust yourself that you are enough, that a man is going to show up for you. And in order to genuinely be in that space, it's about clearing all the shitty belief systems that you've been believing up until now. And you got to flip the fucking script, and you got to start speaking a new language, and you've got to give up the victim identity and do what it's going to take to get you into alignment with your own magnificence so that you can be a magnet to call that in very, very effortlessly, because here's the deal. Love isn't hard. Many of you are looking at relationships out there that your friends are in, hey gorgeous Gemma, and you're looking at your friends divorcing, or you're looking at friends complaining about marital problems, or they're having issues with the fact that they didn't really mean to have children, or didn't really mean to get married and really shouldn't have done that because it wasn't really based on a solid foundation. And you're using that as the benchmark. Let me give you a new benchmark. Being in a soulmate relationship should feel easy. I'm not saying that you're not going to have to communicate and to keep checking in and watering that relationship with love, because everything requires us prioritizing it, right? Like, I don't just hope for the best with my relationship with my husband. We have check-ins, right? There are times we have to have some serious communication, right? Because we're on a different page. That's awesome, but it's not hard being with my man. Right? I love it. I do not feel inhibited. I have free wings where I can stretch them as far as the sun. And I am taking up space in the world the way that I want to, so that I can fulfill my own destiny. And I'm not in this marriage, hey gorgeous Shell, feeling like I have had my wings clipped and that I just am going through the motions. That to me is like a fucking death sentence, and I would never sign up for that. So you want to check in with all the limitations that you're telling yourself about what really love is. If you feel like, oh God, it's scary to commit and I just don't really believe that love can actually work out, I want to call you out on your bullshit right now and tell you that you are playing the wrong fucking movie in your head. And that movie is so low vibrational, and it's keeping you single right now. And it's not about the man. It's about you doing you first before you even entertain a relationship. And we are at the beginning of not only a new year, but a new fucking decade. How epic is that? A new opportunity to go, you know what? Hey, gorgeous Karina, I am going to fucking show 2020 who is boss. I am sick of being the underdog. I am sick of feeling left behind. I am sick of being the bridesmaid and never the bride, and always being like the people pleaser and always picking up the pieces for the people around me and never being the priority. Aren't you fucking done with that, divine woman? I know I sure as shit was, and it took me 2 days of crying my eyes out to go, what is going on with my life right now? Why am I attracting in these guys that don't step up? Why am I attracting in these guys that aren't prioritizing me? Ding, 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 ding. Because I was treating myself like shit. I was not treating myself like a priority. I was treating myself like the understudy of my life. I was putting everything and everyone else and wondering why it was not the chosen one. Can you pick up what I'm putting down? I know it's confronting, but I also want you to know that self-development and true transformation should not take you years and years and years. And if you're not making it the priority for this year to invest in yourself, to have the most fucking epic future, I want to ask you what you are investing in that's more important than that. A house is not more important than that. That's a backup plan. Because for me, I don't need to go buy a house. When I was single, I was like, I'm doing that with my man. I don't need to go and do all these things. When I made it the priority that I'm calling in a relationship from this beautiful place of wholeness, and I made myself the priority, and I got the best support and the best mentor, my life changed in a matter of weeks. Just like my amazing clients that are here actually on this call with me right now, who go, you know what, Lucy? I'm done with my own bullshit. I want more than that from my life. And you know what? I know that you're the one that's going to help me. And they put their trust in this process, and they get out of their head. And for the first time, for most of my clients, they get into their heart. And they say to me, I didn't even know what I was really saying yes to, but it felt right. I knew that this was going to have a fundamental change in my life. And guess what? That's why they're here on this call right now, because it's not about like me saying, yay, I'm going to change your life, because that's bullshit. You're going to change your life. But I have created an epic process from my own journey to support you through that dark night of the soul, to support you, to get you out of not being the chosen one and connected with your heart, connected with your self-expression, so that you can take up space and be the epic woman that you were born to be. Isn't that what you want? That's what I wanted. And I haven't looked back, and I refuse to look back really, unless I have to, unless, I'm coaching. because I'm too busy looking forward. I'm too busy creating, because I am the creator of my life, just like you are the creator of yours. So when I have women coming to me who want to just talk about blame and what's been done to them and who's wronged them, I say, aren't you done with that bullshit right now? Because it's not powerful. And you are holding up your future. You are holding up your ability to be a mother. You are holding up your ability to be having intimacy and orgasms and connected kisses, because you're too busy complaining. You're too busy blaming and feeling like it's outside of you, and it's fucking not. The universe is listening 24/7 to what you desire. But when you're talking about what's not working and acting like there's no help available, you ain't going to get what you want. It doesn't work like that. You got to want it. You got to step up, and you got to make it your priority. And when you do, you are going to exponentially change your life, and you're going to shock the pants off of yourself, just like my clients who are literally like, thank you, Lucy. I wish every woman could do this work. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, because I don't need to. It's not what this is about. It's about me taking a stand for those of you that are suffering right now and feeling hardly done by, and then in too much lack of trust to actually reach out your hand and say, you know what? I deserve support. Because I had a beautiful girl I spoke with yesterday that said, I can't admit to myself that I need support. I should be able to do this on my own. I said, what fucking planet are you on? If you were able to do it on your own, we wouldn't be on this call, and you wouldn't be missing out on soulmate relationship after soulmate relationship. But you got to take your head out of the clouds, and you got to put your hand up, because powerful women in the world get support. I have support every single week, and there is no way I'm giving that up till the day I die. Why? Because my life is better for it. Because I'm not too good for it, and I have a thriving business with epic clients, and I am not too good for support, because I have blind spots just like you. And I need someone holding space for me just like you. So I walk my talk. I talk a lot, but I walk my talk. I'm not here saying, oh, I'm this guru to help you and I'm just sitting on my laurels, resting on my laurels. Absolutely not. I got heaps of shit that I work through all the time, because that's what the human experience is, right? We're never done. Self-love is not something that we tick off. So I love my life. I wake up every day and I can't wait to sit down and do my gratitudes, because I thank my lucky stars and I thank myself that I have created this epic life. But I'm literally sitting in that right now to say, I've created this life. It's not just happened for me. I've created it, knowing that I'm a creator just like you. It didn't happen to me. I got so intentional and so deliberate and so passionate about stepping the fuck up. And that is when I met my soulmate. And I now have this beautiful baby girl and my beautiful doggy. And I have people on the street coming up to me who just want to chat with me and go, oh my God, like I just want to chat with you and your husband, because they can feel that we genuinely are happy humans, right? Not 24/7. We have our shit too, but like, I love life and I'm so lit about the future, and I'm so in the thriving energy. Even when obstacles come my way, I'm grateful for those as well, because it's a certain way of living that's available to you. And it's the tools that I teach that set you up for life, so you don't ever, ever, ever have to sit there living in that struggle mentality. It's so much bigger than just attracting your soulmate. It's a way of life. And it's that queen mindset, which is in the feminine, which is like, you get so good at receiving. When you plug into your queen, you start to expect miracles. You expect to have a pay rise. You expect to live on purpose, and you don't stop until you get on purpose, because you're committed to living your best life instead of sucking it up and just getting by, because that's total survival. And guess what? No one has to live like that. Struggling is a choice. I'm going to say that. Suffering is a choice. Truly, so many of you are actually addicted to your own suffering. You don't know what it looks like to thrive. You don't know what it looks like to let happiness in. Hey, Kasha, how are you, Divine One? I love you. I miss you. So that's my message, is quit the freaking hope game. Stop hiding behind hope. Stop hiding behind this false positivity, because I know where you're getting it from. There's many people that are out there reading books. Louise Hay is one of my favorite women in the world. But when you're just reading Louise Hay and doing a couple of affirmations, you're not dealing with the shit. And you got to deal with the shit. You can't turn a blind eye and just slap an affirmation on it and slap a bit of positivity and hope for the best. It's not enough. You got to roll up your sleeves and go, you know what? I'm going to put my courage on and I'm going to do whatever it takes to heal these blind spots, to heal my little girl so I can step into the woman that I was born to be. And I'm not going to stop until I start seeing tangible change, because the help is here for you and you deserve nothing but the best. But until you can give that to yourself and invest in yourself and get the best support that exists, don't expect anything to change. Don't be lame. Stop putting like $80 here in Mind Valley for a quick little 1 hour workshop. Mind Valley's fucking epic, but like it's not enough to shift over 30 years of conditioning. You need to be deeply held with a tribe of soul sisters with a proven process if you have any intention of actually changing your life. And then, you know, the work is ongoing. As I said, I literally do my mindset work every single day. Even after I'd just given birth, I was making sure that I was doing whatever I could to plug into my high vibration, to plug into the mindset work that I teach. Otherwise, I go to shit as well. I head down to victim village, just like you. Just checking on my daughter. One sec. Hello, beautiful one. She's sleeping. Hey, gorgeous Tay, I can't wait to see you at the retreat. Mwah. So that's my message. Stop hiding behind hope. Wake the F up. You deserve the best, and your soulmate's not just going to fly into your life out of left field because you want it. You will attract in an amazing relationship when you actually learn how to be in an amazing relationship with yourself, and you amplify your deservability, and you know what it actually looks like to have deep faith and deep trust that you can actually have this amazing life and this amazing relationship. I love you. I am sending so much love from my heart to yours. And I want you to know that every one of you in this community can be in a soulmate relationship. And if he's not in your life right now, it's not a coincidence. It's because you keep putting resistance in the way and you keep unbelieving every day that it's possible. What would it look like if you started to become a believer? If you started to truly get into alignment with everything that you desire? How epic would your life be? Just look at where you were this time last year. Has much changed? And if the answer is no, then what are you doing about it? Okay, rant over. Love you. Mwah. Bye.